just shuffles to the centre of the ring. Nice crisp jab there from O'Rourke. Both of these two boxing out of a little bit of a crouch.
Both come forward fighters. Danny Parsons, I did quite a bit of sparring with him for the Ricky Boylan fight, and when he fancies you, he just gets on top of you and just comes forward. But O'Rourke, he fights out that crouch stance as well, and that pressure fight, but he's got a good jab to go with it, and that might be the only place where he lets Danny down tonight. The schooling. O'Rourke boxed for years out of the Dell Youth Club and was like a well-known fighter on the amateur scene. Whereas Danny Parsons hasn't had too much of an amateur background. He boxed for the Queensbury Fight League, which is a sort of semi-pro thing run by Ross Minter. But Danny won't be fazed by this. He fancies being able to win it, and he just needs to get in there and stick to what he's doing and get on O'Rourke for me.
O'Rourke was just trying to dig a left into the body over on the far side of the ring. And looks for the right as Parsons gets onto the inside and just ties him up. Quite tall for the weight, O'Rourke. Doesn't really box his height, but a lean kind of angular frame. Good to let that right uppercut go, just missed Parsons. You saw that stoppage he won here at the end of May, Danny, his first stoppage win, and it was a really nice classic right hook, delivered from in close, bent elbow, everything that was right about it, clipped his opponent's chin and down he went.
Yeah, again, I remember that fight well. He's a good fighter, O'Rourke. He's brilliant, for a tall man, he likes to fight on the inside quite a bit, which is unusual for such a tall guy. You'd think he'd be on that jab trying to box him, but he's not. He's in there, he's up in your face. But again, with Danny Parsons, I'm not used to seeing this Danny Parsons who's boxing on the back foot. Usually he's up in your face, pushing you back, head on your chest and working like a little Mexican. But tonight O'Rourke's pushing him back, and Danny's not doing too bad, to be fair. He's holding his own in there. Better punch, better work coming from O'Rourke for me. He's winning this round, but I think it's turning into a really good fight, if I'm honest.
Nice right to the body there from O'Rourke, who just got in close and then forearmed this man away, just to create a little bit of space that he needs to get those long levers working from that kind of distance. You're right, he does like it at that kind of half range almost. He does admire the Mexican kind of style, and it's that kind of style he looks for. Bangs in a couple of uppercuts there, then the left and the right to the body. Nice and busy.
He's clean, O'Rourke, all his work.
Looking to get into that distance where he can let those punches go. The uppercut just sails past the chin of Parsons.
Danny Parsons is hanging in there, don't get me wrong, but O'Rourke just doing the better work, just the better work. You can see that little bit of quality shining through with O'Rourke. He's staying tight on the inside, he's nice and tucked up. Even when he throws his shots, nice and tucked up, elbows into the body. Whereas Danny Parsons, his elbows just a bit out. It's just a few little things that you can sort of see what he's doing wrong here. Just winging a little bit as he throws his shots, a little bit predictable. He needs to be there where O'Rourke is. He needs to be up close and personal and letting his shots go. Throwing his hands over the top, Danny Parsons, O'Rourke's tall, so try and wing them shots over the top and catch him just like he did there. Nice right hand through the middle. And he can punch a little bit, Danny Parsons, so let your hands go, believe in yourself, and you never know what can happen.
There's a good uppercut from O'Rourke in the middle of all that as well, and what he does well is that when he gets into that range, he makes those punches count. They might not all of them be savage, but there's something on every single one of them. They chip away at the opponent, they just chip away at that energy bar.
They do their body shots, they suck it out of you. You don't realise, you take a few in the early rounds, you don't really think much of it. But then by the time you're in, 6, 7 rounds, for me, 8, 9, they start taking it out of you. The thing what I think Danny Parsons is missing here is a jab. And the thing is with Danny Parsons, he's got a good jab. When he uses it, he's got a good jab. And he's just standing in there. Work the jab up and down the body. And that is for me where he's going wrong. You look at the difference with them. O'Rourke is working that jab brilliantly every time. Jab, body, head. And that's for me what Danny Parsons needs to do.
Had a pretty good amateur career overall, 36 fights, 128, 2009 novices champion.
Like I said, he's been on the scene for years, O'Rourke, for Dale Youth. I remember when I was an amateur, you know, he's a good fighter, O'Rourke was. And you can see he's been around good fighters. Dale Youth has turned out a lot of good fighters. You know, DeGale, Grove, namely, you know, the ones that people would know more so. So, you know, Danny Parsons doing alright, he's hanging in here, but the quality is just coming with O'Rourke. You know, he's got good shots there by Parsons though. And that's what he needs to do, let them hands go.
Well, that was better from Parsons, as you say. He just took a step back, freed himself up and got through with the left and the right hand. O'Rourke took them well, but better than Parsons. But again, it's just back in to that range that O'Rourke likes to work at. Just bobbing his head either side, dipping.
You know, for a fighter like Danny Parsons, who is a little fighter, that is what he is. This should be where he wants to be, you know. You should make O'Rourke work for it, you know. He's got them big long arms, O'Rourke. It's taking longer for him to land the shots than he would take Danny. Danny just needs to work and let his hands go. The key in this fight for Danny Parsons, nice jab and let your hands go. Nice jab, let the hands go.
Well, Jeff Hines is having a quick word of advice about the heads coming together. The range of this fight has been fought at. They're never going to be too far away from each other. Forehead on forehead there for a second, but they haven't really come together just yet.
He's got, you know, like I said, Danny Parsons gets that jab, everything comes off of the jab, you know. O'Rourke's looking really good inside. He is doing the business here, O'Rourke. He's winning the fight. You know, we saw a glimpse of something good from Danny Parsons early on, and he hasn't followed it up, you know, he hasn't really pressed on it, you know, let your hands go, punches in bunches, and that's where he's going to catch him, you know. O'Rourke's right in front of him, he's there to be here. Good left hook over the top there for Danny Parsons.
O'Rourke just turning his man.
Good bit of ring craft there, you know, from O'Rourke, catching him up the middle, spins off and catches him up the middle again. Punches in bunches, you see that, and for me, like I said, that's what Danny Parsons needs to be doing, throwing them punches in bunches. He's in close, he's the shorter guy, you know, he hasn't had to work to get there. Now you're there, do your work, let your hands go. He's just throwing the single shot, Parsons, you know. O'Rourke is doing exactly what Danny Parsons should be doing. Threes and fours. You know, and through the middle, you know, for me, Danny, that's where he's going to catch him. Through the middle, straight shots. But he's throwing winning shots, good shots there from Parsons, but O'Rourke comes straight back again.
Well, ticking up to the end of the third round. The middle.
Short squat little southpaw for his first defence.
Anyone would think you've got a close eye on what's going on down there.
I definitely have, mate. Danny Carter is his name, actually. I'll be there watching, you know. Floyd Boyd's a nice fella. I'm sure Danny Carter is as well. But yeah, I'd love to fight the winner of that. I've already told Floyd, you know what I mean, we know each other, so I told him I'm gunning for him. So we'll have to see what happens.
Well, it's the fourth round. And the fight really following the same course it has in the opening three rounds. It's been good to watch, good action all the way through. The volume of punches thrown by both, but O'Rourke in particular has been immense, really. No real sign of that work rate slowing either.
You know, for me, O'Rourke, you know, he's making hard work of a fight that he could win a lot easier. All he has to do, you know, get on the jab, keep it long, step back, keep it long, get on the jab, you know, bring the right hand in. He doesn't need to be up close with Danny Parsons. And to be honest, that's not a place where you want to be, you know, with a guy like that. You know, if Danny Parsons let his shots go straight down the middle, he would be giving O'Rourke a lot more problems than what he is now. But he's sort of mirroring O'Rourke and trying to win his shots over the top. And that, for me, is the wrong tactics for Danny Parsons. But again, O'Rourke, all he needs to do, step back jab, you know, and be a bit slicker with him.
Maybe at least he's just beginning to feel the pace somewhat. Parsons in particular, I think, just catching an uppercut there from O'Rourke. couple of punches there from O'Rourke, left followed by right hand, then looks to dig in the left to the body and just takes a step back. And does try and get on that jab, but once more they engage at close quarters. Right hand there from O'Rourke.
You know, and even so, I think O'Rourke's feeling it a little bit as well. Good right hand there from Danny Parsons. Caught him there. O'Rourke straight back. You know, he's good at nicking and breather as well, O'Rourke. You know, he's doing his work covering up, where Danny Parsons is doing his work and covering up, but O'Rourke's finding the gaps and finding the holes.
O'Rourke just caught a left hand there from Parsons. So just trading punches on the inside.
That's beautiful work on the inside from O'Rourke. You know, he 3s and 4s on the inside, straight through the middle. Again, Danny Parsons should be watching what he's doing, you know, straight through the middle. That's where you land. You will land with this guy, O'Rourke. Just straight up.
This being fight tonight so far. These two boys have not taken an inch back. I think O'Rourke might be cut. I'm not too sure. I can see some blood on the cheekbone. It might just be from the nose. Look at this, what a fight. This is worth ticket money alone.
Parsons is firing back there, O'Rourke getting to work as well. Closing few seconds of round 6. It's been unrelenting, this one, really. O'Rourke again just gets onto the inside, pushes his opponent away, tries to let those left and right hands go. Parsons just leaning on. Nice left hook there from Parsons as well. Final few seconds of the fight, and the crowd are going to give both of these two a big ovation when the bell goes. I'm sure about that, and they do deserve it. A nod from O'Rourke, a wave of the towel there, and celebration from Johnny Eames. And that was a good, hard fight between two good, hard fighters. It's O'Rourke who's got it. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
No doubt about that. O'Rourke's definitely won that fight. He's won every round, to be fair, but listen, you can't take nothing away from Danny Parsons. What an effort, and he's stuck in there, and he's one tough cookie.
Well, Danny Parsons on his feet in the corner. O'Rourke just being towelled down, a little bit of blood coming from the nose in that final round. Got a very healthy attitude, O'Rourke. Just wants to fight, really, and take it a fight at a time and just see where he ends up, see where his hard work and his talent, and there is some there, there's no doubt about that, see where it takes him. Well, let's get the decision now from Ricky.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the official decision, you all join in a huge round of applause for these two warriors for an excellent contest for you this evening. And at the 6th rounds of action have gone to the referee scorecard. Jeffrey Hines scores the bout 58-57. For your winner by decision, Mickey!
58-57, so that was tight according to referee Jeff Hines.
Either way, you can't complain with that, can you? You know, he deserves a share of the spoils like that. You know, 1 point